Hello, I'm Paul Daichuk, founder of Elastic Steel Method of Athletic Conditioning. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the kinesiological stretches and how to apply that to the butterfly stretch. Now there's three separate ways to use the kinesiological stretching. Number one, we can take a kinesiological stretching position which positions the body to isolate specific muscle with usually gravity or strong muscles as leverages, and we can use it specifically that way. We can take the kinesiological stretching positions which also do the same thing, isolate and place easy leverages, and we can place PNF, isometric stretches, reciprocal inhibition, extended length conditioning, and other things into them to make those modalities I just named more effective by placing them into the kinesiological stretching position. Or we can try to apply kinesiological stretches to a standard stretches that are not kinesiological stretches, and this is something I'm going to do today. And what I'm going to do right now is apply kinesiological principle to a butterfly stretch. Now, before you do something like this, my advice is to massage all the muscles as we do in Elastic Steel Professional Fast Flexibility Training Certification. We do the massage, whether it's deep massage, it's oil massage, it's ball massage, whatever kind of massage you do, I would do the massage first. At the same time, I would also warm up the glutes, I would also warm up the hip flexors prior to doing this. Okay, now, once you have the butterfly, remember I made a video about 2 weeks ago which talked about different ways to improve your butterfly stretch, and now we're going to actually take it a step further and talk about kinesiological stretches. So now a real quick kinesiology of the butterfly stretch. What ends up happening here is once you bring the knees in like so, what you have is you have a lateral or an outward rotation of the hip, you have the abduction of the hip. Primarily the upper adductors that do that, adductor brevis, adductor longus, adductor magnus, gracilis, and also the pectineus. And because the legs are so wide apart, we usually don't get the other inward rotators to go in. For instance, gluteus medius, gluteus minimus, tensor fasciae lata. Because of that large horizontal abduction, we really don't get them in unless you are very tight. Now, we're going to take a long inhale. With the inhale, we're going to perform an anterior pelvic tilt. The anterior pelvic tilt by itself is going to force a little bit more of the outward rotation of the hip. Remember, the adductors, the inward rotators primarily for most people. So what's going to happen is by doing that, we're going to put a little bit more tension on them. The inhale is going to facilitate the relaxation. And once we do that, we're not going to move anything here. Once we let go and we go back into the posterior tilt, naturally we're going to be able to press the knees down a little bit lower. Now, because I'm here and my back is against the wall, and I'm here sitting against the wall, what ends up happening is I can make a very, very small tilt, and it's almost not felt. If you are very tight, you will feel it, however. So you can either do it this way, perform the anterior pelvic tilt on the inhalation, and then press down. So assume you're here, you will feel it a little bit more. As you're doing the posterior tilt, you press down. Remember, the leverage moves, target, which in this case is the outward rotation and abduction, it does not. So it doesn't move, it only goes in. So it goes in deeper. It doesn't go up and down. But the leverage moves. The pelvic tilt is the leverage in this case. Now, what we can do also, and for a lot of people this can make a lot of difference, you can take a foam roller, place it behind the back. Now, here, by doing this, not only are you doing the tilt, but you're also changing the angle of your body. Okay, by changing the angle of your body on that inhalation, you will be able to press down more on the exhalation. Okay, do not let this come back up, because if you let this come back up as you're doing the anterior tilt and if your body is going slightly forward, if that happens and this comes up, then you actually gain no space to move into. So you have to gain the space on the inhalation here without lifting the knees. Once we did that, posterior tilt, slightly bending the back, knees come down. Once again, imagine you are here. This is what it would look like. Okay, and this is how to apply kinesiological stretching principle to a non-kinesiological stretching position. I'm Paul Daichuk. Try this. Post your comments below. Thank you for watching.